this might often be overlooked in some certain aspects. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about terrorism in school. This is one of the things that higher authorities pay less pay less focus to. You know, it might not actually be defined as the full meaning of terrorism. It might not actually be defined as the full meaning of terrorist activities, but it's seen as a form of terrorist activities because it is being displayed to hurt people, cause fear, and even fight higher authorities in our schools and university settings. It might involve number one, physical violence. I have seen cases where students fight, even kill another student, or heard of news. It happened in news many times all over the world. You see them shooting, you see them stabbing their fellow students in school. You see bullying and harassment, which is also common in school. Common in school, bully because of what you have, because of the power you own, or how old you are, your age difference with the person you are bullying. You for that reason you bully that person. The number three, they also vandalize school properties. You see, when I was in school, there was a period whereby students almost broke the gate. Why? Because the principal told them to go home for coming late to school. They were annoyed, so they started hitting the gate until the gate was forced open. You see, that alone is evil. That alone is also shows a form of terrorist ideology, terrorist activities, part of vandalization. Number four, they promote extremist ideologies. Promoting extremist ideology, extremist ideas, extremist behaviors. We promote it, and though it's rare anyway, but it's also part of the discussion today because it affects youth, it affects teens. Fighting a subject teacher or the school captain, the class captain in the school, class prefect in the school because of one thing or the other, it is part of extremist ideologies. Yeah, cult activities. It's also common in schools and universities. Almost every school that I know that I have gone to have cult groups inside them. Everywhere all over the world, you see them going carrying out activities, violent activity. They never carry out any activity that makes sense. It's always violence and ungodly activities. They cause commotion, sometimes kill people. Number six, they bring weapons to school. Bringing weapons to school. You see, they bring dagger to school. I have seen it with my eyes before. Bringing daggers. Sometimes in some countries where gun right is allowed, where you have right to own guns. You see them bringing guns, rifles to school. Rifles to school. You see, it happened some days ago in Chicago where group of youths caused violence shortly after a Christmas carol. This is the second time. This is the second time youth are causing that kind of problem in USA shortly after a celebration like that, and they shot some people, they injured many. You see, all these things we often overlook it because we feel that they involve teenagers and minors, but the Bible enjoins us to not to despise the little foxes that eat up the vine. Little foxes that eat up the vine. We should always be careful. That is why the school authority is there to fight those things, to make sure that those things does not exist. All these things I was telling you that happened in my school days were because of the negligence of the school authorities. They're not actually doing their job. They tolerated a lot of things, so students took advantage of that those freedom and begin to display all sort of disrespect and even violence against school authorities. If you have been blessed by my spoken word presentation or whatever you call it today, Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.